live here outside City Hall. Reagan Mendey, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Reagan, thanks so much for that. So 1 o'clock, we will be checking back in with Reagan.
Yeah. So in her shot, we saw the sun is shining, but people bundled up with those heavy coats. It's certainly a change from yesterday.
It's that deceptive sunshine, right?
Yeah.
Mentally, when you look out your window, you think, all is right. All is not right. It is so cold. Oh my gosh.
Just in general,
and
the weather.
Well, for me personally, things could go better. But for the weather, we'll moderate these temperatures as we move into the end of the weekend. But for today, tomorrow, Saturday, it is going to stay quite cold. But the real difference maker today is the wind that's really contributing to the cold feel, and that weakens into tomorrow. Beautiful live look outside. It looks gorgeous, but it does not feel great. We're in the upper 30s for the 5 boroughs. Gray's End at 40, but 38 for New Dorp and East Village. Same up in the Bronx at Fordham. Looks like 39 for the Whitestone. As we look off to our north and west, mid-30s for Andover, 37 in White Plains, 39 in Belmar, 40 for Bridgeport. These temperatures are running 15 to 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday. So we're already feeling drastically colder. But then we have the wind on top of it. So our wind chills are what your body's actually reading. 20s for most of the area. Now starting to sneak into the low 30s. It feels like the freezing mark in Central Park. Feels like 31 for Belmar and Toms River. Same for Islip and Bridgeport. But this, of course, is the number you have to dress for. It's what your body's actually reading because of these gusts. They're still in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range. You see Islip, 38 mile per hour wind gust right now, 29 for the park. Close to that in White Plains and Poughkeepsie. So this is still really gusty. Newark close to 40 miles per hour right now. And we will remain very gusty for the next several hours. We expect the peak wind gusts between about now and 3 o'clock this afternoon. You're still seeing the 30 to 40 mile per hour range as we move toward 2:15 for White Plains, for Bridgeport, for Islip, for Morristown. So it's still really blustery. And the ground is saturated from the rain that we've picked up over the past 48 hours or so. And that's why you're seeing issues like trees down. We saw that on Long Island yesterday. We're seeing it Brooklyn, Queens today. So just know that that's in the realm of possibility with gusts to this magnitude on top of saturated ground. Once we move towards sunset tonight, it's still noticeably breezy, but not as intense. And overnight into tomorrow morning, these winds finally weaken. And tomorrow is going to be even colder in terms of temperature. But without the wind, I don't think it feels as harsh outside. So we're moving in the right direction by tomorrow. Today, satellite is clear for most of us. A lot of sunshine. The radar is picking up on a few flurries in the higher elevations moving through Ulster County. Kingston right now getting some light snow. Again, that's very isolated. So most of us now settle into a drier weather pattern as high pressure takes control of the forecast for the next several days. So looking at our futurecast today, our highs climb to the upper 30s, close to 40, 20 plus degrees colder than yesterday. With the wind, it feels even colder, but the satellite and radar should be fairly quiet. Mostly clear overnight into tomorrow morning and even colder. Air temperature in the teens and 20s, feeling like teens for many of us. And then highs tomorrow are capped in the low to mid 30s. Still abundant sunshine, not as much wind, colder conditions, but without that wind, I think it doesn't feel quite as harsh out there tomorrow as compared to today. Today, very gusty. We do see sunny skies. Our high temperatures are in the upper 30s, close to 40, but it feels like 20s and low 30s for most of the day because of those gusts, 35 to 40 miles per hour. The wind will begin to weaken tonight, but it still contributes to the cold feel with wind chill in the teens and 20s. This is the wind chill that we're waking up to start our Friday morning. Well north and west of the city, we're talking single digits and teens for most of our suburbs. So that's what you got to dress for as you head out the door tomorrow. It's what the kids have to dress for heading to the bus stop. And then tomorrow's high temperatures are even colder, but again, without the wind, I don't think it feels as harsh. We stay cold on Saturday as well with highs in the 30s, and then Sunday we're noticing a difference in temperature. Milder conditions return Monday and Tuesday. That's also when we'll see rain chances return.
Sent out the text this morning what coats they should wear before they
the kids,
head out to school today.
Yeah, because it feels
so thank you for saying that.
Significantly different. Yeah.
No, great point. Also, some other news we're following here at 10:20. Some relief for people in